Well, I apologize for the long gaps between videos. I've been really busy. As you can see, the garage behind me is actually empty for the first time in a couple months, and that's because I did get the Ranger running again. And that was a key thing so that I could work on the Ural and finish up a few things on the Ranger to make it more Raptor ready. Tonight I'm gonna go ahead and try and finish up mocking up some of the supercharger components before I strap it all onto the truck. That may even happen tonight, but we're gonna go there. So what I'm working on now is the idle air controller. It monitors air coming in through the throttle body. On one side comes out and gets measured on the other side of it. That's what these two ports are. So I'm just fashioning a couple barbs. These aren't great. I made this plate crudely. I'm gonna put some gasket maker on this to get this plate tight up against here, and then also to kind of hold these in place. All right, so I'm just doing the outside. This doesn't take long, it's the 90-minute stuff, so that should set up. And I'll flip it over and do a thin sealing on the bottom, just so I don't mess up this mating surface when it comes time to actually put it on the real one. I still want this to be able to be flat. I might actually have a gasket for this too. I'll need to look through what I have, but that's where we are with that. Again, I should have checked what I had for gaskets. I actually have a gasket on that'll go on the for right here to seal between this plate. That's rubber. And then I actually have a gasket material made one that I'll be able to use between this piece and this piece. And I've actually got two of them, so if I wanted to be extra sure, I could double up here as well. And I'm working on some rear shocks that I was able to pick up. These are off of a Jeep Gladiator. It's not the lifted edition, but it is the Rubicon edition, which comes with the Fox shocks, which are actually pretty decent. I looked up the specs on them, and they're gonna fit very closely to what I've been running. I've been running the Skyjacker Black Max for about a year and a half. They're a hydraulic shock that isn't gas charged, and I really like that because I feel like it doesn't make the ride as harsh as the stock suspension. I noticed an improved ride quality, and I've been pretty happy with them. These Fox shocks off the Gladiator Rubicon are within an inch of both the compressed and extended length. So I'm going to give them a shot, see how they ride. They might just have a little bit better dampening, and that's what I'm looking for. This top mount is what I need to get reamed out so that it will fit on the bolt. So I apologize if it's a little noisy. I figure it's easier to show you outside now that these are done, but they got mounted up okay. There's the other one over there. It was a little tough getting them in the bottom bracket. That's a tighter fit. Just had to wedge it a little bit and then get those bolts in. The tops, once they got drilled out, no issues there. So we're gonna ride around on a couple weeks and see how they do. So I saw a little bit of dripping underneath the engine today, and I thought that's a little strange. So looked around the bottom, could see a little trace here and there of it. This is why it's important to double check everything. Apparently I didn't get everything tight. Thank goodness I caught that, and strangely enough, I have not been overheating, so I'm guessing I haven't dripped that much, but I'll get that tightened up and refill. Always double check.